In the blessed company of Nimba County District Number 7 Representative, Honorable Domah. Today we will be spotlighting his activity and contribution to humanity. A person who, afternoon, Honorable Domah, and welcome to Focus on Television.
Good afternoon, and thank you very much for this opportunity.
Okay, first tell us who is Representative Domah, and what are those basic information I would need to first know about him?
Starting with your education background.
Well, Representative Domah is a son of Nimba County. He was born in Saklipie onto the union of Yapakupa Domah and his spouse, Yasini Domah. My old man, very loving old man, was a polygamist. He got a lot of children. My mother has a total of 11 children, who I'm the first of them. I grew up with my maternal grandparents in a village where I stayed and started my early childhood education. And then later I was taken to Lanko Yekepa by my uncle, who I lived with in Yekepa from 1981 to 1988. When I did my elementary school with the Lanko area school system, area T school, and then area C school, and then came back to Saklipie where I was born and started my junior high education at Tozo School. After a year, I moved to Kanta and attended the Kanta United Methodist School, where I did the rest of my junior high studies, as well as my senior high studies, and completed high school there. I moved to Monrovia and entered the CW Junior College program of business, where I obtained my associate degree in accounting in 1989. And after the school was elevated to the United Methodist University, I attended a semester and then got a scholarship from the United Methodist Church and traveled to Zimbabwe, where I studied business education. I returned and worked through the United Methodist school system and the health system. I served the church for a couple of years. And I left and came to Monrovia and did my master's in business administration at Cotton Graduate School. At that time, while I was going to school, I was working with the JFK as clinic coordinator. And after everything, I participated in the 2011 elections, but I was not successful. So I resigned from JFK and moved to Kanta, where I served as principal of the Kanta United Methodist School, position I served up to the time of my elections. So far so good. That's my background, from a very humble background. Grew in the village, and I was taken and lived in various areas in and out of Liberia.
Can you remember vividly a moment in their life, those sorrows, where there are times you feel like it is too much that I cannot make it, need to find another solution?
Well, yes, there were a lot of times that we went hungry, there was no food. It becomes difficult. You go to school.
Sorry for that, but let me ask you this question: are you from the middle class, or someone may say rich background, or from?
As I said, I'm from a very humble background. My father was educated. He was among the first nurses in Nimba County. But the challenge became when he had a lot of women, that he had to cater to. Just the other day, my brothers and myself were counting the number of children that my father had, and we were about 78. So I don't care how much money you are making, it becomes difficult for you to adequately take care of those, children, looking at the number and the income that you are making in Liberia. So because of that, I can say we came from, way down the line to ascend to where we are today.
Okay. In a situation where sometimes managing going to school, did you sometimes think that there could be there was a light at the end of the tunnel that you could be the representative? What were some of those motivational factors?
Well, I didn't dream of becoming a government official.
Okay.
What I dreamed of was becoming a medical doctor. That was my desire. So when I was in school, I paid key attention to the science courses and mathematics, and the other courses I was not too interested in them. I didn't know that I was going to end up into politics. So my main interest was, I'm going to become a science student. But at the end of the day, despite all of the struggles, where there are times that you may not even have the right uniform to wear, the shoes were open, you don't even have money to sew it, all the challenges, I knew that there was a light at the tunnel because despite the challenges, I cannot recall if I was ever put out of school for tuition. There were always people who were there to help me, to give me scholarship and what have you. And, in all of my schoolings up to master's level, I was sponsored by people.
What's about your social life? Who was Roger Domah as a young man coming up?
Well, I've always been a very quiet person, but I calculate what I do. So because I'm quiet, I'm not that, lousy person, most of the time people underestimate what I plan to do. And I think that has been working for me in a very good way. Most of the time when I'm in competition, I've been student leader a lot,
Okay.
Yeah, most of the time I'm selected based on maybe my academic performance and what have you. I will be preferred to lead students or to lead groups in the community. But I've not been that kind of, very active person that people will just easily, get attracted to. But at the end of the day, I emerged to become leader.
Like you said, your dream was to become a medical doctor. Why are you now into politics?
Well, I didn't have the opportunity to go to medical school, to enter college. That's a desire. I graduated during the war and, looking at the challenges in entering the University of Liberia at that time, when you take the entrance, even to take the entrance, I didn't have money to register. They were more about running after the results. I didn't have that opportunity. That's why I opted, when I came, I got a scholarship from the United Methodist Church, and that's why I entered CWA Junior College and did accounting. And the dream of becoming a medical doctor ended right there.
Okay, now let's look at the transition of life from educator to politician, as a renowned educator. Why did you choose to enter into politics? Don't you think that reason could have created, or he has already created, a vacuum in the educational sector? Looking at Roger Domah, the name Iganda rings bell to a lot of students, and I'm one of those indirectly I heard about that name. Why did you choose to enter into politics and leave the?
Everything we do in life is about serving the people. The desire to go to the classroom, the desire to go to preach in the pulpit, all of these were geared towards serving the people. And when you are serving and you feel that the capacity is not much to enhance what you want to accomplish, you look for, higher opportunities that you can have to serve the people. It was that desire that drove me into that. Besides that, I'm a young man. If you have people saying that the way we are looking at you, we think you can become a good leader, we desire that you go and lead us in this capacity, you cannot say no, because you don't know what the future will bring. If you say no, I'm not going to politics, and then in the future you have that opportunity, you might be denied. Okay, so a group of young people, many students that have affected their lives, feel that the way I have interacted with them, I could become a good leader in Liberia, and they asked me to go into politics, and so we accepted their call, and that's why we are here today.
What have been the impact?
But since we came, as I said, we were largely supported by the young people. We have managed to get most of them in school. It is a very challenging thing because there are a lot. We cannot just get everybody in. But if you go into most of the colleges and universities, we have been able to provide financial aid to them. Most of them who have graduated for over 5 many years, they have been sitting there, either on the farm or riding motorbikes. They have already established family. We have motivated them, and a lot of them find themselves in school today. I think that's a huge impact.
Okay, per Liberian standard, you are fairly a young man. There are the perception that the older generation believe that the younger generation are not prepared and they cannot compete with their West African counterpart. Do you hold such perception?
I don't hold on to that. If I hold on to that, why would I, take the courage to run and win? We were 16 in my district, and a lot of us were young people, but you got a lot of older people in the district preferred me. So if people are saying that, and then a lot of us are being elected, it contradicts what others would be saying. That view might not be a popular view from what we see at the national level now. Besides that, I went to a school where we had students from all over Africa and even beyond, and we competed. Even in that school, I became student leader. My first time traveling to the US in 2001, it was because I was a student leader at that school in Zimbabwe. That's how I would prefer to go. So wherever we have gone, we have always come out, with that kind of ability that they have seen in us. So it's not a saying that I'm normally bad. Okay, I feel that young people, once you are prepared, or if you are a young person and you are prepared, you can lead and achieve in any other way.